that white van that was just here?
Oh, yeah. I said, well, you Florida.
How did he approach you?
Pulled up. He was here 10:25 is when I saw him. So we all got in and he said, here.
It's so funny because, that happened about a week ago. It's not too far from there at the Hilton Garden Inn at Dania Point.
Yeah.
And I was texting the client like I've been texting you. And I said, the shuttle is here. I said, and I didn't send a picture of the shuttle. And I learned a lesson because I just sent you a picture of it.
Yes, you did.
So I didn't send it to them. So what happened was I was watching people get in this shuttle in front of me, thinking that was another group. I waited for that shuttle to leave. And then when I pulled in and I said, the shuttle's here, she goes, we're already on the highway down to Miami. I said, you're in the wrong shuttle. And I canceled the shuttle and I refunded her money. And I thought, that's weird how people would get in.
They're doing cash or taking it to
That's actually an illegal shuttle.
He did it last night.
We needed a shuttle over to the restaurant.
We can talk about it in the van. Let's go. 1 second. okay? And I don't.
You sound like the last driver now. He's just trying to guess shit. And I'm like,
I have it in my calendar, but I only know this
Yeah,
David, right?
yeah.
David.
yeah,
10:30 Holiday Inn, right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I got some here. I live off this.
Yeah, I'm very amused.
we
I'm
got
very
on that
amused.
track.
I'm very amused that you that I wouldn't have been amused if you did get into that.
What are you stealing your?
Well, as soon as I'm driving, I'm thinking,
Well, I mean-
this truck looks familiar.
The car.
And then I got your picture. I'm like, well, I got no trailer on. And
Well, you
No,
would have
Florida
known. You
shuttle
would have known.
service.
Listen, you would have known immediately if he asked you for money, because you already paid for
No.
this ride.
yeah.
They
That's
don't
what
ask
Dave-
till the end when it's too late.
That's what Dave was looking up when we got out on this road right here.
And I said, no, hold on, they don't see it.
Right, yeah, I mean,
Paid. And he goes, no, you didn't.
yeah, he's not allowed. Well, I'll tell you if you're curious.
I'm sure you see it all the
no,
time.
well, this has only happened a couple of times. I've been doing this 8 years. It's only happened a handful of times.
Happened to us
Quite
in
a few.
Houston. We
But,
were coming out of.
We're gonna get on the highway. I'm gonna roll up the window.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it happened to us. Galveston.
Well,
And
you
the guy
see,
wanted
well,
cash. I said,
I'll
"I
tell you.
can't."
Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a little insight, okay? About this is a big tourist town, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Miami, Fort Lauderdale. So the way the law works, the code enforcement laws, they feel that you're not their tourist until you get to their location. How you get there is not their responsibility. So right now, you're in my control,
Yeah.
right? You're under my liability, right?
Yes.
So once I drop you off at the port and say goodbye, now you're under the port's liability, right? So what the port does, since they're not liable for you right now, they really don't care who drops off at the port.
Yeah.
But they definitely care who picks up from the port, because you would be Norwegian's liability, right? Until you until you go through customs, you're Norwegian's liability.
Okay.
Once you get out of their terminal, once you step foot out of their terminal, now you're Port Miami's liability, right? And then once you get in my shuttle, now you're my liability. So they want to
Okay.
make sure, that everyone that takes you from the port is all licensed and regulated and legal, right? But they really don't care how you get there, right? They don't care because they're not liable for what happens to you on the way to the port. But they are very liable to what happens to you once you get off the ship. So they're regulating who gets on that island. So he could not, he probably wouldn't, unless he was desperate, do a round trip. Because the code enforcement guys are there at 7:30 to 9:30. You'll be off the ship between 7:30 and 9:30.
Yeah.
He knows, that guy knows that by the time he gets to the port, there's no more code enforcement officers there because nobody's getting picked up anymore. So the code enforcement is only looking for the drivers in the morning picking up the passengers. They don't. They care less about the passengers that are getting dropped off. So he knows that he would never go try to hustle at the port and try to pick up passengers to bring them to the airport because he'll get busted, right? He'll get busted.
We had that.
We had one that took our money and said, okay, get out. And it was still like 2 miles to walk to the boat.
Yes. Oh, no, this is where we're
Well, that's
taking
why
you.
he did that. That's why he did that. Yeah.
Wow.
So we know not to pay until we're actually there.
And the last thing
But
was.
you guys, I'm highly recommending because I go around.
Thanks. One last thing I'll say is, what happened is the insurance rates really skyrocketed down here. So a lot of these guys were legal, and then they just couldn't pay their 18, 20 grand a year.
Yeah.
You know, they went from 7 or 8 to 20. So they couldn't pay the 20 grand a year. So what happens is they still have their van, but they weren't able to get those stickers. You see those stickers? And they weren't able to get this port. This is a Port Miami transmitter. That little chip in there.
Yeah.
When I go through the tunnel not only charges me money, but it's able to monitor me where I am on that island. So and I'm not even allowed to pick up passengers and hustle for work because you have to have a 24-hour reservation, so you don't compete with the taxis. The taxis, what is it called? Lobbied and got them to agree on not letting us be able to just sporadically pick up passengers. As I go to the port, people get the phone number off the side of the van, the phone starts blowing up, and we have to say, sorry, we're booked up, sorry, we can't handle it. And that we have to say, call an Uber or call a taxi.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys got out of the van.
Thank you.
Not that it would have mattered much for me. I would have been no big deal. I would have just refunded your money, but it would have been something where you could have had a conflict. If he might not have wanted to bring you in the terminal, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Norwegian's terminal, you're probably going to Terminal B. Do you know if you are? Terminal B?
I don't know.
Well, I'll give you a little heads up about what's going on here. The season starts now, right around Thanksgiving. So all the ships are coming, right? So there's usually one Norwegian ship. If there's one Norwegian ship, it goes to Norwegian's brand new big terminal. But if there's two Norwegian ships, the bigger and the better and the newer Norwegian ship goes in the Norwegian terminal, and the smaller, older ship goes in Terminal C, which is right next to it, which is an older Miami-Dade terminal. Not that it matters, but we'll know that when we get there, because I haven't been there. I haven't been there today, so we'll know that. We'll probably see 5, 6, 7, 8 ships there. Yeah.
No, I did phone around because we got stamped in Galveston, and so we get into one guy says, just left and we wanted cash. So
And it's funny you say that. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we purposefully don't take cash, and we purposely tell everybody that the tip's included. So we don't even ever deal with cash. We just charge one price, and you have to book online. The only time we'll take cash is if, say, you say, oh, there's 3 other people that want to drive to the airport with us. Can they come with us? And I'm like, yeah, they got to pay $20 each. And then at that point, we'll take money for the additional. But we won't take a cash payment because we need a reservation, right?
Yeah.
To put it on the calendar.
No, I liked how the whole thing went.
And
really
think about
good
it. If you
guys.
take cash, if somebody says, can you pick me up at 10:30, I'll pay you cash, what's your guarantee that they're even going to be there, right? You just locked out that hour for them, or an hour and a half, and they're not there, and you call them up, and they already booked another van, so the credit card is the only way that people can be held accountable to live up to their reservation. So it's silly that I understand why he wants to take cash. He probably closed his business if he ever had one. He probably couldn't pay his insurance, and he closed his company, and now he's trying to hustle and make money every day.
Well, he pulled the hustle when we got out of the restaurant.
Yeah, we got to the restaurant. It was about 9-minute drive. He wanted $120.
Well, that's not right. I would never even.
So then I said, well, I don't have cash. I had him a Visa. Nope, wouldn't take it. Oh, I'll catch you later on your way back.
No, he wanted to drive us to an ATM.
To an ATM.
Well, it doesn't work that way.
Yes, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I wouldn't say you were in danger. It's unethical, and in this
what's
town.
unfair to you guys?
Yeah, this town. Well, but I don't even look at it that way because there's so much work here. I mean, in any business, right? You think, oh, how am I going to get customers to make money to pay my bills?
Yeah.
In this business, you don't think about that. The customers are trying to find you. I don't know any other company. Well, there are airlines, other businesses where the customers are looking for you. But most businesses, you're looking to get customers, right?
Yeah.
In this business, the customers are looking for you. So
Beautiful.
even if there was twice as many companies available right now, I would still be just as busy. Because every day we're turning away work every day, right? So that
I'm
guy,
glad we got you guys.
that guy's insignificant, really.
Already, it just feels like we made the right choice.
Yep.
That guy was just shady, and that's it.
Was he French, black French,
Yeah.
like Haitian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Haitian. Yeah. Yeah, those guys graduated from being taxi drivers. What happens is the taxi drivers, I get calls every day from Haitian taxi drivers that want to get into this business. And I just tell them you have to have your own van. You have to have your own van. And that kind of shuts them up.
Yeah.
Because to get your own van, most likely you need $20,000 insurance. Especially if you don't have a history of commercial insurance. If you just try to get commercial insurance in South Florida for this van, a 15-passenger van, it's $20,000 a year.
Jeez.
That's Progressive insurance, and Progressive commercial doesn't even, no matter how much you sometimes they won't even like cover you. In other words, it's only 20 grand if they agree to cover you.
Right.
And really, Miami and Fort Lauderdale really only want to see Progressive Commercial. If you have any third-rate company, like Geico doesn't provide it, it's called livery insurance.
Yeah.
Livery. It's different than limo. It's a very specialized. It's basically $1 million liability coverage times 15.
Yeah.
So all of us if something happened, we'd all have $1 million doctor's bill. That's really what it is, which is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't think there's any other insurance policy that covers that. Maybe Greyhound and big buses have it too. They might be, they're 53 passengers. That might be a $50 million policy, but they just came up with this $1 million policy that everybody needs $1 million in case something happens, and everybody, whatever. The worst case scenario, and that's what it costs.
Yeah. As soon as we started to pull away, then something don't seem right.
He was arguing about payment. No, we paid.
So he had his back seat out. So you guys would have been tight in there anyway.
Yeah. Oh no.
So he had that was
to get the bags in.
Yeah, that was a 12-pack. Because if you take my back seat out, that's the same van as this.
Yeah.
If you take that back seat out, it becomes a. Well, actually, no. That back seat fits 4. So it would be 15 take away 4, or 14 with the driver. So it would be only a 10 passenger. So it would have been tight.
Yeah,
it would have been tight.
in there was tight.
Yeah. If you look to the right, you can see Miami Dolphin Stadium. That's that building with the 4 spikes sticking out.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys been down here before?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know the area then, right? Okay.
It's been a while.
We got a customer in Miami. I used to drive down there.
That's Miami Airport over there. You can see the FAA tower.
Yep.
And what else? There's not much. Florida's so flat. There's not much to see.
Yep.
There's downtown. It's a clear day today. It's going to be a beautiful day. Today's going to be the best day all week because it's been raining. It's been sometimes it's been getting to the high 80s. Now it's going to be in the mid 70s to the low 80s. It's going to be perfect.
Comfortable.
Yeah, it's going to be the best weather. It's just especially when it's cloudy like this. It's actually the best weather. Well, you know what? I'll give you another good thing you didn't get in that van. You know why? Because I would have refunded your round trip. I wouldn't have honored the round return, and would have been hard for you to get the return at this late date. Somebody would have really screwed you on the price because we're all booked up. Like this every day now for the rest of the year. Most of us are booked up.
How did he know? Because you sent the
Yeah,
message.
he's just pulling up. He's just pulling up every 20 minutes and a half hour and sitting out there and saying, shuttle to the port. Because it could be.
Wait, that's what happened.
It could be Port Everglades. Most people leaving there are going to Fort Lauderdale Port Everglades.
Yeah.
Which is 10 minutes away. That's the Fort Lauderdale port. So if he says port, right? This is what I'm assuming he would do, right?
Yeah.
If he says who's going to the port, right?
Yeah.
And you said, oh, we are. Then you got in, and then he would try to get information from you without telling him.
Well, he said.
He would say, well, what I would say is what ship you're going to, because if you said Norwegian, I would know that Norwegian doesn't leave out of Fort Lauderdale. It only leaves out of Miami. So immediately I would know. If you said Carnival, I would know you're going out of Miami, because Carnival doesn't go. If you said Celebrity, I knew you were leaving out of Fort Lauderdale. If you said Princess, I knew you'd leave it out of Fort Lauderdale. If you said Disney, I knew you. If you said Royal Caribbean's in both. So if you said we're going to Royal Caribbean, I would say, well, which is that, Miami or Fort Lauderdale? But if you said which ship it was, I know. Liberty of the Seas is at Port Everglades, Symphony of the Seas is at Port Everglades, and Icon of the Seas is at Port Miami, and Allure of the Seas is at Port. So I know because I do it every day. He might know it too, because he probably does it as much as me. He just does it illegally.
No, I'm glad we caught it right away.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, I would have. Yeah, because if you said, "Hey, we got into the wrong shuttle. Sorry, we're on the way over there. We paid the guy. We need a refund." Your round trip would have been canceled. It wouldn't have been like I wouldn't have just said, "Okay, we'll cancel this and we'll pick you up."
Yeah.
I would have cleared the calendar.
I'm so glad we.
I'm glad too for your sake. Yeah.
Everyone got hot and said, stop, let us out, let us out.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he wanted to turn around. I said, no. I showed him. I said, I got the guy coming.
And
And you were sitting there.
And he took his sweet time.
Yeah, he was probably upset. Yeah, because that was a nice little payday for him to take him to Miami. they don't make much money going to Fort Lauderdale. I don't really do it unless it's a big group that can't fit into an Uber XL. So you could fit 6 people in an Uber XL if there's not too much luggage.
Yeah.
Most groups can't, but so for 6 or more, that's what I do. And I charge.
I knew we had the
and I charge
nine,
$20
yeah.
a person. So I would have charged $120 to go from that hotel 10 minutes.
Well, so I showed him the receipt. He said, I already paid you. That's when he realized, shit.
Well, he argued. He said, no, it went to the wrong one.
Yeah, you paid the wrong guy.
Pay again.
He said that?
Yeah. No, we didn't.
Wow. Well, you know, it's funny because you know this is not a police incident, right? It's a code enforcement incident, and code enforcement is not hanging out at the Holiday Inn in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Where are they hanging out? At the ports and at the airports, right?
Yeah.
Because they care about him picking people up at the airport and the port. They don't care as much about people going there, right?
Yeah.
They need those people to the port, and sometimes they look at it like, you know what? The more the merrier. The more people that can get me. Because if something happens, it's not the airport's fault or the cruise port. It's that guy's fault. The guy that picked you up, right? He's the one that's going to get in trouble. So he knows that, and most of the guys know it, especially if you have the experience I have. And for all I know, maybe he's just as experienced as me. Maybe.
All we knew as soon as he started arguing about payment, but this isn't the guy.
Then I found the email. I kept all your texts.
Yeah, so what this also tells me is that he's never going to get back in this business. Because if he's been in this business, like I said, he might have been and lost his insurance. He knows that if he gets caught doing this, they'll revoke his. Like, I don't even know if he has his hack license anymore. You have to have a chauffeur's license to do this too. Not only permits.
No stickers, no nothing, no light.
Right, but he might not have the sticker because he didn't have the insurance. Because you need the insurance to get the stickers.
Yeah,
but he could still have his hack license, right? So, but if he gets caught doing what he did, they would take his hack license away. He wouldn't be able to renew it. And then even if he had the 20 grand for the insurance, they would never let him do it. They would revoke his license. So for him to be risking this for a couple of $100 means he's probably not getting back in this business.
Yeah.
He should be sitting tight, saving money, taking a year off to try to pay his insurance for next year. Instead, he's just winging it and just trying to hustle. And maybe he's not even a legit guy. Like I'm assuming, right? He could
There's
be
loads of those guys.
He could be a taxi driver just borrowing his friend's van, right?
Yeah.
You never know.
We had that, the guy didn't even speak English. It's like, you're not the guy we're supposed to be talking to. Your face doesn't match your ID that we got. And you had to call somebody else.
Yeah, that was an Uber.
You're smarter than my passengers last week. Because my passengers last week, I said, I'm outside. You guys are 15 minutes late. I'm going to cancel the shuttle and refund your money because I only wait 15 minutes at the hotel. I told them that, and they said, no, we're already in the shuttle. I says, are you in a black Mercedes Sprinter? She says, yeah. I says, it was right in front of me when you guys got in. That's not the right shuttle. Oh, hold on. Driver, then at that point they're talking. I hear her on speaker. Driver, are you the right driver? And he says, he was speaking Spanish, the guy, and I couldn't understand him. And he says, Port Miami, right? Port Miami. And she goes, yeah, Port Miami. Yeah, $20. And she goes, no, we paid already. He goes, no, $20. And I says, listen, you got in the wrong show. And that guy was the same kind of guy as.
Yeah.
So they got scammed, and it was right there. It was right there. It was on the other side of the highway. It was at the Hilton Garden Inn, Dania, which is you could have walked there from your hotel. So that's a little scam that's supposed to be going around now. Remember, it's season right now, right?
Yeah.
So this is the busiest time of year from now till Valentine's Day. And these guys coming out of the woodwork, and they're all hustling, and code enforcement can't keep up with them. But like I said, their priority is not who's picking people up at a hotel. It's who's picking people up at the port and at the airport.
Yeah.
So those guys wouldn't have they're not at the airport trying to hustle. Because as soon as they find out that they're doing that, they could go to jail. They get their vehicle towed. It's $1,000 to get your car out. You go to jail. If you do that at the port, you go to jail. Yeah.
You're right. It's hardly worth making $200.
No, but he knows he wouldn't have got caught picking you up and dropping you off there. Because like I said, the code enforcement guys are done by 9:30 because everybody's off the ship already.
Yeah.
Right. So the code enforcement guys are back in the office dealing with their other stuff that they deal with. They only flood the port and the airports in the morning, like
What time do
7:30.
they push you off that ship?
You'll be off You'll be off between 8:30 and 9:30.
Okay.
You guys going back to the airport?
No, we'll just might go back to the Holiday Inn. Two of my guys are staying with their wives, and the rest of us are going to hang out there for the day. Take the shuttle over to the airport and fly out.
Does your reservation reflect that? Is your reservation the same as the return is the same as what's going on?
I think they had to return for like 10:30 because I didn't know what time we got out.
So let me just confirm it right now.
They looked at it like me.
So you're coming back on the 24th, 10 o'clock, Port Miami NCL to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, we're going to try to drag.
So you
as
got
much as we could.
you got 9 people
Yeah,
coming back.
same group. Yeah.
All right. So what time's your flight?
Not till like 7 at night.
Yeah, 7 at night.
I got a suggestion for you.
Yeah.
You guys are prime candidates for a drop-off tour.
Okay.
Say what's a drop-off tour?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
waiting.
waiting.
Yeah.
All right. So what it is you got to pay me one more time. And what I do is I drop you off at the beach, the mall, or the casino, or anywhere that you want. I hold your luggage. I come back 3 hours before your flight or 2.5 hours before your flight, pick you up and bring you to the airport. So whatever you paid for the one way,
Yeah.
you paid for the round trip. You paid twice already. You just got to pay one more time. And I hold the luggage for free. And you don't have to pick the location because what if you wanted to go to the beach and it's raining, right?
Yeah.
So all you do is book the drop-off tour, and then you have the whole cruise to decide where you want to get dropped off. I always say the beach, the mall, or the casino, but there's other places that obviously you could get dropped off. But those are the 3 most popular places.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fort
We made
Lauderdale,
arrangements
it could
with
be
the hotel.
Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Miami Beach.
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 malls that are really good that I can recommend, and then there's the Hard Rock Casino, which is the Guitar
Yeah, 'cause
Hotel.
I already paid the hotel for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, you already paid the
Yeah.
hotel. Oh, I got you. Oh wait. Oh, so you're.
So
But
what we were going to do is get.
no, it says to drop you off at the airport.
Yeah,
man.
but we changed that. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Then I
Yeah.
gotta change the reservation. Then,
Okay. Sorry.
right?
Yeah, we're just going to go back to the hotel.
That same hotel?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll change it then. All right.
Because 2 couples are staying at the
2 are
hotel.
staying, and then we all don't fly out to the evenings. We're just going to hang out there and
Pool.
do the pool and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna be picking you up later rather than earlier. So take your time getting off the ship.
That's what we thought. That's
Yeah.
why I think I told you 10 or.
Yeah, take your time getting off the ship.
Yeah. If that works for
Because
you.
you're my third pickup. You're my third pickup from the port that morning. I got a pickup from Fort Lauderdale, then I'm gonna a quick tour from here to downtown Miami,
Yeah.
Bayside Marketplace, and then I'm gonna come get you and go back to
Okay.
Fort
So
Lauderdale.
10 o'clock still good for you?
It would probably be 10 to 10:30.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
So just take your time.
We'll make sure
like
we're
when you
out
go to
there.
breakfast, just stay at the breakfast table. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Eat breakfast
Yeah.
and stay there and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. There's no ships here.
Yeah, don't make me nervous.
Yeah, that just made me nervous.
Is there a ship there? Or do I not see it? There's no ship there.
That's next year.
You're going on Norwegian Caribbean? Are you sure it's not out of Port Everglades? Because it's not. They're never at Port Everglades.
Norwegian Breakaway.
Yeah, breakaway. There's no ships here. That explains why I'm slow today. Just make sure this date is right. Make sure the date is right. The 19th? Your cruise is on the 19th? November 19th?
Yeah.
From Port Miami? Did you get an email from Norwegian?
Just look at it.
I mean, that's really weird that there be no ships here either. I just can't. That's odd too. Yesterday there was like 7, 8 ships.
Everything to be here.
Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Norwegian's terminal right now. I didn't see a ship there.
Hopefully it's tucked in there.
Maybe it's so small I didn't see it. All right, I hope so.
Tell you one thing, you know your You know your
so I'm
business.
thinking the same thing.
You know your business. I'm impressed. Well, that's what you
Why do you
should.
say that?
I just think that you know what you're freaking doing. I feel like I'm in good hands.
You're funny.
That's right.
You're funny.
We're the same way about our product. We work for the owner there, Dave. And this is a sales meeting.
Oh, is it?
What's going on? Yeah.
Oh, that's
Who
cool.
the hell goes on a sales meeting?
Oh man,
for
I
a
hope
cruise?
there's a ship here. I don't see no traffic. I don't see no cars here. If there's a ship, it's got to be behind this big round circle because that's Norwegian's terminal. See that big round circle?
Yeah.
There's got to be a ship behind there, and I didn't see it because I saw the circle from the street.
Right there.
Yeah,
Where?
but where's the ship?
Where's the ship?
I'll go look on the other side of the island. I can't imagine why there would be a one on the other side of the island. There's no ship there. Let me go ask the porters what the hell's going on here.
Because I was only.
I don't have any information.
What the hell? But there's people with luggage here.
There's people there.
Maybe the ship didn't get here yet? Could that be that something happened to the ship?
Well, they better not cancel it.
Something happened to the ship. It never got here. It was supposed to get here at 5 a.m. What the hell's going on? Something happened? 1 o'clock, huh? I'm going to ask my people if they want to get out, I'll introduce them to you. If they don't want to stay here for 11, 12. All right, let's do that.
Yeah, 11.
So something happened. The ship will be here at 1. Then they got to get
There's the
people.
breakaway coming
I'm
in.
gonna show you where the ship at. I just showed the passage. I'm gonna show you where the ship at. Still?
And it's going to take them an hour and a half to disembark, right? Oh, nobody's on it. Oh, so you're going to go straight on.
Just show the passage.
All right, good. I was freaking out for them.
See where the breakaway at? There we go. See? It's up there for Lauderdale. See? That's the breakaway.
Okay.
But like another hour and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
But you want to get your bags when it's supposed to be filled up.
Yeah.
That's the most.
Whatever Dave says. Yeah. Okay.
You see how big the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you gotta find a corner.
We're gonna get out here, buddy. Huh?
One big group.
Yeah.
All y'all together?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to take it straight to the bell.
All right. That man's in charge right
I
there.
was more worried for you that you were worried.
I was panicking.
I was more worried for you than you were worried.
I got tags on them.
So you said there's nobody on the ship, so it'll get here at 1 and you'll probably be on by 2. that actually has the 53 passenger bus.
K-bound. 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 K-bound.